Hello, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scariest Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grayson, this is Adam Diaz, and today we are going to be reading you guys some homegrown horrors. Adam, tell us what those are.
Homegrown horrors are stories. Robin, where can we find them?
What?
I'm kidding. I'll do the whole thing. I just want to stress her out.
I was going to say, what?
Homegrown horrors are stories that you wonderful listeners / viewers have sent in. They're either paranormal, spooky, creepy, sometimes cultural stuff that we haven't heard before about cryptids that exist in your neck of the woods, because we do get emails from all over the world, which is amazing. And it is also true crime sometimes, which are also really, really exciting, although terrifying. So if you have a story like that, you, your friend, your family member that you would like to send in, where can they send them to?
So you can send them to storytime@scarish.com. That's our email address, just so you know. We also have social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, things like that. We just got a story on Facebook today, so it works. And yeah, so just send it to us wherever you can. You can go to our website, scarish.com. There's a contact us page that way. If you like filling out a form and having it sent in that way, that's cool too.
Yep, there's a bunch of different ways, however you are most comfortable, and please let us know whether or not we can read them on the show. We typically err on the side of caution if you don't let us know. We're like, they might want to keep this private, so we'll engage in some discussion to see if that's the case, and if we don't get a response, then they tend to go into a folder that's just like lost homegrown horrors. So keep that in mind, but we appreciate everyone who sends in their stories. We have 4 tonight, as per usual. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first, because my first one's going to be super short. So
okay.
Yeah.
You have a short and a long. You have the longest one, and then I have a short to medium and then a medium to long. So I can do that. Let me make sure I'm on the right email before I get going. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, here are the potatoes. We're going to go ahead and start. So this first email subject is Spiritual Dream with Dead Great Grandma.
Okay.
Sounds pretty intense to start. It starts out like this. Yo, dogs.
Yo, dogs.
What up? It was kind of funny. I know we're only 2 words into this, but I was thinking about the fact that
God, okay.
I really started to kind of like hate the catchphrases I had built for myself on the show, because it felt too much like branding and too much like merchandising. And then people started asking, like, how come you don't say that anymore? And I was like, yeah, some people had said that in the channels or in the Discord specifically. And I was like, well, I kind of felt like pandering, but I was like, well, I didn't do it out of branding. I just did it for funsies. And realistically, I did it to annoy Robin, which is why I kept doing it for so long. So I'm bringing them all back. Fuck it. So, yo, dogs.
Yo.
I'd like to start this off by saying, Adam, Zaboomafoo is real. So we're going to read an email from a person in denial. Okay. Or by a person in denial, it's hard to tell. Secondly, I am a relatively new listener on, you guessed it, Spotify. Shout out Spotify. Thirdly, please read this on the podcast. It would be an honor to hear this story in like 3 months or whatever the lag is right now. So here you go.
Is it a month now?
It's about a month and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're about a month and a half behind. We hit a lull where we barely got any. And then we hit a spike, and I think that spike happened when coronavirus happened, because people were just sort of reaching out because they finally had some free time on their hands. So let's not let that wane. Keep sending in your stories. All right. Anyways, this story is about an experience I had when my great-grandma died. So my great-grandma died when I was around 6 or 7 years old. My dad woke me up and just said that she died in her sleep. Aww. I didn't have the best relationship with her, so I was not that sad about her death. I can't imagine it was a terrible relationship, because you were 6 or 7. I imagine they were just like disconnected, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't have like that form of like bond or whatever. So unless like you guys had this huge falling out when you were 4, like it's really hard to tell from this email because you're very young when this happens. So let's hope that's not the case. All right. Not that sad about her death. She loved me and always kissed me on the cheeks. Oh, that's super sweet. I fell back asleep, for I was, in parentheses, and still am, a lazy, uncaring baby. But I had a dream. This did happen quite a few years ago, and my memory is likely fuzzy, but the dream went as follows. My great-grandma, sitting in a wheelchair as I saw her last, looked at me, smiled, and waved. She then stood up from her wheelchair and somehow became younger with pretty long black hair, very different from her previously short white hair.
Okay.
She was smiling at me as she rose serenely into the air and turned into shiny golden dust. Then I woke up from the dream and it was morning.
It's picturesque.
Yeah, it is. I didn't really think anything of the dream at the time, but now, well, I still don't know. However, it could have been great-grandma trying to tell me that she went to heaven, in parentheses, which I never believed in, or reincarnated, in parentheses, which she never believed in. But wherever she went, I think she's happy there. Thank you all for reading this. I love Scarish and all of its silly side tangents. Bye.
Thank you so much for sending that. I know everybody believes in different things,
Right.
and you could just, I don't know, what is the word I'm trying to think of? You can just
Moist.
No, that's not the word. But it
Tried.
could just be whatever you personally want to believe that it is.
Right.
You know, and it's just, to me, it's just she's telling you, like, I've moved on.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have to put a name to it, like it's reincarnation, it's heaven, it's whatever.
Whatever
it's just,
it is.
she's just moved on
In such a peaceful way,
yeah,
too.
she wants to let you know she's peacefully moved on,
Right.
and for you not to be, I think it's the way she did it. It's, you shouldn't be sad.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it was kind of show-offy, too. Like, also,
Look at my magical powers.
I want you to see how hot I used to be. Damn. And then she's scattered into golden dust, which is pretty freaking awesome. So thank you one more time for sending that in. All right. Thank you all for joining us live here on the Storytime episode of Scarish Podcast. I see we have quite a few people, and we have quite a bit of chitter-chatter over in the chitter-chat boxes. So let's go ahead and jump into those. I know that you didn't have your stuff from the very beginning, so I'll scroll up on mine, and you can just join me while I read through them.
All right.
Scrolling. First person in either channel before the stream even started was a glitch, and it said, "I'ma beat you all this time." You did that 10 minutes before the stream went live, which is awesome. Vivian was the first person in YouTube and says, "Hello, my lovely losers."
We're not losers.
There's no losers here. Anyone who watches this show is a winner with a capital W. Awkward Artist Plays says, "Hey, it's the best podcasters." That's
Thank
very
you.
sweet of you to say. Cat Beatrix, Spooky Ash, my bad, Major Wolf, and others are here. Erica, Mondo, Alba, I Am Beef Trainer, Emma, lots of people, ASB Bunny, Laura Ann, Lucy. Gosh, it's so nice to see all of you joining us. Perler is also here. Lots of highs, hellos. Vivian says, I have a bowl full of breaded chicken, and I'm watching my favorite podcast live, and I couldn't be happier. It's a pretty good life right there. I Am Beef Trainer says, how's everybody's week been? Pretty good. Started my new job. Pretty happy with it so far. There's a lot to learn. People there are very, 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 very nice. So I'm hoping that I can, get up to speed very quickly and start pulling my weight, basically. So
cool. Oh,
Vivian.
can you drag over that window real quick? The activity feed.
Yeah, sure. Hang on. Hey, there you go. All right, Mondo Alba resubscribed for the 8th month. I'll go ahead and rerun that because it was happening during the countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Wow. I noticed that it didn't actually pop. Did you notice that as well?
Yep.
Weird.
There
There
it
it goes. Suck it. We almost defeated Meadows with that rerun, so that's a good thing. He's down to around 90 HP, so if y'all are looking to become the stream boss tonight, all you have to donate is 45 cents. So I'll leave that up to you. Spooky Ash 123 also followed us 9 minutes ago. Thank you for that. And we had some people with some activity while we were off the air. Tiny1888 subscribed with Prime. I'm going to go with Junjin, and there's a lot longer part of that name, but that's all I'm going to go with. Followed us yesterday, along with Dino Kid 54. That is a sweet fucking name, Dino Kid. So thank you all for that activity. I forgot to bring the Gus and Brew. Son of a bitch.
Do you want me to run and grab it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll just keep going through this. Muhai says, yo,
Don't
what
look
up?
at my shorts. Can you see it if I walk by?
No, they can just see your back. You're safe. No big deal. Asha Meow Meow said, happy birthday, Adam. Thank you. I know it's belated, but I'll still accept birthday wishes. Also, Perlar Muhai, Awkward Artist Plays, also said happy birthday. I appreciate that. Muhai says, I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. Says, what company did Adam get a job at and in what position at that developer? It's called Jam City. They are a mobile gaming developer and is a player experience game lead. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. Yesenia over there on YouTube says, holo, and I think it's hala or ola. Laura Ann just yelled, birthday. Major Wolf says, I got popcorn. Let's do this. Pretty good stuff, y'all. I'm excited because Amazon just opened up their entire catalog to Twitch Prime, so we can do a watch party with anything on there. So Robin and I are going to dig through and find some horror movies and let y'all decide on Facebook which movie we are going to watch. Laura Ann says, hooray, the month of May birthdays. Mine is in 5 days, so that means you're the 17th, so you're still a Taurus. Congratulations to you. A Ghost and a Witch says, mine is on the 27th, so you're a Gemini. I won't hold that against you. You're still a May baby. My best friend is a Gemini. Robin's a Scorpio. So Now you know all of our signs. Etsley says, yo, am I early? Technically, you were right on time, and we were late. So that's our bad. Another year older, says Laura Ann. Yeah, I don't feel 35. I mean, I got this sweet fucking mustache now, but aside from that, it's the exact same. Awkward Artist Plays just hosted us with one viewer. Thank you, Awkward Artist Plays. We appreciate that. Is that a ringing? I'm losing my mind.
No, I heard it too.
It is a ringing. I think it might be my laptop.
No. Wait, your laptop? Your work laptop?
Yeah, it's in the desk.
Oh. I don't know.
Maybe someone's trying to FaceTime me since I connected my personal account to it. So we have a bottle of Jameson that has just a little bit left. So since y'all are allowed to make us drink, we're going to go ahead and polish that off tonight because there's not, I think there may be 2 shots in it. So I also made Robin a rum and Coke, which is about 70% rum, 30% Coke.
Jesus.
We'll see how she handles it. What's the first thing you got over there so I know when I can turn it back over
I
to
like
you?
the back of the t-shirt, man. Looks awesome.
The where it says scary?
Yeah. All right.
So what's the first message you got over there so I know when I can pass it off to you?
Sorry, hold on. I'm What's for Dinner says, a little late, but I'm here. Missed the intro because of a stupid commercial.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Stupid Twitch and its stupid commercials. And when we try and run them in the middle of the episode to save y'all from seeing them, it doesn't fucking work. So, come on, Twitch. Do better than that. Although, Twitch has been pretty fucking good to us. I should probably stop talking shit. Vivian says, one of my cats... sorry, I skipped over a bunch of stuff. Forgot that I was doing this. A Ghost and a Witch says, I grew up living next to a boy who also shared a birthday with me. We used to have joint parties. That is... kind of bullshit. Like, I know it's nice.
It's cute.
I think it's cute and it's nice, but when I was a kid, when I was in my 20s and I first started meeting people that shared my birthday, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have to kill you because I need all the attention I can get because, oh wow, Meadows has donated 100 bits and healed himself 200 HP. Y'all better hurry up if you're going to try and take him down because he's healing himself. He's like that boss that you leave for too long and you realize, oh my god, there's green cloud around him. Green means health.
So, growing up, I didn't have a lot of luck with birthday parties.
How's it been since you met me?
Pretty good. But as a kid, I had one year where my mom was like, okay, we're going to do a birthday party for you. You're going to invite all your classmates. No one came.
Wow, that's
except
terrible.
for my best friend and her sister, and I think our my friend Logan, I think he showed up too.
I can't imagine Logan not going.
But that was it. Nobody else came, you know? So it was like, I don't know.
I would have gone.
Sad. Oh, thanks.
Pouring a shot right now.
But yeah, so I mean, if I could have had a joint birthday party with someone, that would have been nice. Just saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Now I know so many people that share my birthday. I'm like,
whoa.
Jesus, man, like, let me have some attention. And plus, it's because I always got like a little bit of attention taken from you. Want that one?
Yeah.
A little bit of attention taken from me because my birthday was usually right next to Mother's Day. I was born on a Saturday, and then the next day was Mother's Day. So a lot of times my birthday will fall on Mother's Day. Anytime my birthday's a Sunday, it is Mother's Day because Mother's Day is the second Sunday of May, which means the 11th is just the perfect day to wind up being Mother's Day. So it's okay though. My mom's pretty awesome. So
yeah.
Shout out Spooky Mom. We got 3 drinks redeemed. So we're going to do a shot for 2 of those and then a regular drink from our drinks for the night. So here's the thing. My friend's brother, Ryan, loved Jameson. And we bought this bottle when he passed away so that we could drink to him. And what's funny is when we went looking for Jameson in like 6 liquor stores in Arizona, not a single liquor store had Jameson.
Where did we get this one?
We wound up going like 2 towns over to buy this one.
Oh.
I wound up buying some other Irish whiskey because I was like, well, it's like $70. I'm sure it'll be okay. And my buddy was like, no, like we need to get Jameson for Ryan. So we wound up getting this bottle. And this is the last bit of it. So we will do this one to Ryan. If you have anything to drink, raise your glasses to Ryan because he was pretty fucking awesome. Cheers.
I'm scared. I haven't done shots in so long.
That tastes like Jameson. It's not that bad, but it is hard liquor straight. So when you don't do shots that often, it's a little bit rough. All right. Perlar said no sound. I think that was before we'd actually launched the show. That's why.
There's 2 more.
There's 2 more what? Drinks?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
I just want to get them done now.
Oh, that's nice. Perlar said, oops, my volume was down. Thank God. Lucy says, I love the intro song. How did you guys come up with it? I actually subscribe to a service called Audio Blocks, which is where people create music or sounds and they sell it to audio blocks to be downloaded as much as you want. It's copyright-free music. And that's where I found it. You can also find it in some videos on like BuzzFeed. They like put it in the background during certain segments, just once or twice. So technically anyone can own this Scary-ish theme song. What's annoying is that every video I put to YouTube that has our theme song on it, the guy who wrote it files a copyright claim against it and tries to monetize our videos, even though he doesn't own it anymore. So I always have to dispute it. I have disputed his copyright claim. Everything we've ever put up on YouTube with our song, which is like 1 to 3 things per week, so probably around 250 times. Every single time. And it's like, you sold it, dog. Like, it's copyright-free music. I paste the same dispute every week after our show, and like the claim gets released every time. But yeah, so if you want to listen to it forever, you can. All right.
Another redemption for Drink by Manly Grandpa. I just love that name.
That's a good name.
I also got so many DIY recipes on Animal Crossing from Manly Grandpa, so thank you.
Nice. Good work. All right. I have caught up to I'm What's for Dinner saying I'm a little late, but I'm here, so I will let you have it.
All right. So A Ghost and a Witch says, I'm Beef Trainer. Oh, no, wait, hold on. No, I'm What's for Dinner. Happy early birthday. Birthday twin. Manly Grandpa says, you guys look nice today. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was very last minute.
This is what I wore to work, which I did all right here because it's all work from home.
I think that's so fucking funny.
It's nice.
I'm Beef Trainer says, your name, for some reason, makes my brain see it as a ghost sandwich.
That's funny.
It's cute. Major Wolf says, I realized my subscription ended. No.
It's okay.
Resubscribe. Amazon Prime. I'm just going to keep scrolling because we've been chatting for a while.
Cool. Etsley says, it works. It just works. Quoting Todd Howard. Emma says, to Vivian, we call that the Job of the Hut pose in our house. That's so funny. I missed it. Vivian said, one of my cats, the non-vampire one, is sitting in what we like to call the mermaid pose, where they are sitting up straight with their legs kind of to the side, and it's hilarious. Our cat does that too all the time. That totally is the Job of the Hut pose, by the way. So good call, Emma.
Aries says, glad to hear you guys got more activity when Corona hit. I've been swamped at work, so I've fallen behind the last 2 or 3 months. Now you have
backlog
to
there
watch.
You go. That's the other thing too. Like when people lose their jobs and they mainly listened at work, it obviously disrupts their listening cycle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I totally understand that. I haven't listened to a lot of Adventure Zone since I left my work. So
I haven't listened to any podcast. The only one I listen to is a Tripod because I love the Try Guys. But I really haven't. I love them. I haven't listened to any other than that. You know, it's kind of hard to just sit there and listen to stuff unless you're busy doing something.
Right. Emily says, happy late birthday, Adam. Thank you so much, Emily.
ASB Buddy says, I'm off to the shower, but bringing y'all with me. That's cute.
Emily says, everyone looking adorbs. Well, thank you. I don't know how much longer the mustache is going to last. I get the urge to just take it off my face every 20 minutes.
There's random hairs that stick out all the way out here, so I just want to go snip, 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 snip.
If you want to do that, that'd be fine with me.
Awkward Artist Play says, I watch this podcast so much that I now recognize all the regulars. So do we.
Right.
Black Canary says, what y'all drinking? I have just rum and coke because I was getting ready and Adam's like, don't make it complicated. I
was like, please don't make it complicated. There's 7 minutes. Emily says, and sorry I won't be around for some live episodes because my grandma has lung cancer in both lungs.
That's
terrible.
We're
our
so
condolences
sorry, yeah.
And any prayers or spirit bombs or whatever we can offer up to send the good energy your way, we will do. All right, scrolling down a little bit.
What's for dinner says, I got to creep out one of my bosses today. I was asked if I had any special skills, and I informed them that I can turn my legs backwards.
Like a satyr.
Then showed them. That's terrifying. I want to know how that works. Send videos.
Put it on the Discord. Vivian says, question of the week, what's one thing you want to do as soon as this whole epidemic thing is over? Go to ramen. We found a really good ramen spot. I want to go sit down, get the ramen we ordered when we went there last time, and just chow the fudge down. I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited about sushi.
Oh, God, revolving sushi too.
Sushi. Thank you so much for Merlin Valor. Sorry, I couldn't read. For subscribing with Prime. And for Chicka Chicka Boom Boom for subscribing for 9 months. Thank you guys so much.
And because Merlin timed it right, Merlin is the new stream boss. Congratulations, Merlin, on taking over. You have 1,000 hit points. May your reign be long.
It's the first time they've taken over, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was the first time they subscribed too, so it's just like perfect.
Congratulations.
Christina Vasquez says, and I'm going to try and get this right, buongiorno a tutti, which means hello everyone, I'm guessing in Italian.
Aw, Aries says Scorpios are definitely hit or miss, but Robin is definitely a hit.
Yes, she is.
Meadows also donated another 100 bits, so it was 100 and then another 100. Perlar says, I'm drinking with y'all.
My ears are red, man. I feel it. Can you see it? That's that shot of Jameson. It goes straight to my ears.
I can't eat. Nope.
I think you're fine. I get more Asian flush than you do.
Right?
Asian flush is an STD.
Okay. Laura Ann says, woo, Taurus babies. Glitch says Gemini. A couple different Gemini. My sister's a Gemini too, so. And she totally is. Two-faced bitch, JK.
Wow.
LOL. I love her.
That's fucked up. Kat says to
she's
Vivian.
not watching. She's probably going to be like, oh, wait.
Kat says to Vivian, hug my peeps and eat foods in regards to what they want to do when this quarantine is over. Emma says 32. Kat Beatrix says 33.
I'm Serena says, I used to share my birthday with my grandpa because his B-day is one day after mine. I don't mind shared birthdays. I think they're really cool.
I mean, I don't mind it anymore, but I used to just bug me.
Serena says, in some years, my birthday lands on Memorial Day. I say it's a holiday to memorialize my birth. That's fucked up.
That's funny. Emma says, I'm a twin. I always have to share my birthday.
Aww.
LOL. That's hilarious. You should have ate your twin in the womb. That's on you.
What? Okay.
I'm just fucking kidding.
Black Canary says, Adam, you have the same birthday as my 8-year-old nephew, Ben. That's cute.
Ben is awesome.
Aries says, wait, you were in Arizona?
We were.
Last year?
Yeah.
Sometime?
I think last year. Maybe 2 years ago. Maybe even longer at this point.
Kat Beatrix says, I cheers with my mug of milk and cookies. I love cookies. Oh, we have cookie dough. We can make cookies tonight.
Oh, yeah, we do. Vivian says, I have a friend who I share a birthday with and a friend born a day after us, and I hold it over her head always. That's awesome. I have friends that were born May 6th, May 7th, May 9th, May 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. So we always used to have a big May baby party. May baby party.
Sounds pretty cool.
We used to have a party week, and then we got older, and we're like, one will do.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I cheers with my deep dish pizza.
Nice.
I'm Beef Trainer says, I had no clue when my birthday was until I was 6 because my sister's birthday and mine were usually celebrated jointly. Hers is February, mine is April. Our parents were just trying to make it kind of fair and not leave one of us feeling left out. I think that's cute.
That is cute. Emma says, Adam, same, but for my mom and her birthday / Mother's Day.
For a long time, my younger sister, didn't know her actual birthday day. She always thought it was one day off. And I told her, like, no, it's this day because in elementary school, for some reason, they had the children doing the paperwork for tests, right? And so, not like paperwork, like putting stickers on stuff.
Okay, I was like imagining them in like the principal's office, like stamping stuff and like putting down grades.
Well, it's like they give you a sheet of stickers and you're putting them on all these folders so they could put their test information. It was weird.
What a bunch of sheets.
But I came across hers and it had her birthday on it. I was like, all right, that's weird because we always thought it was one day after it. And so it was just so weird. It was crazy. But now we know her real birthday. You know?
Aw, that's adorable.
One time for my passport name was like my middle name was wrong. And
she had an existential crisis.
I was like, who am I? What's my real name? And I had to text my sister and I was like, how do you spell my name?
I sent her the gif of Zoolander staring into his reflection in the first movie where he's like, who am I? It's like, this is you today.
Aries says, Robin's hair has gotten long and it's so cute. Thank you. It's so long. I was looking at it today before I went and took a shower and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I haven't had my hair this long. Has my hair been this long since I met you?
Yeah.
It has? Okay.
But I think it's about as long as it's ever been.
Yeah, this is the longest my hair's been in a really long time. That's like 7 years, you know, I feel like. Because I always cut it up to here or something like that where it's not.
And then she hates it. And she's like, I wish I would have let it stay long.
Know, whatever.
Royal over there on YouTube says, hey guys, I'm the one with the shadow person that made Adam kind of scared. Love you. Keep up the great work. Thank you. And hopefully your shadow person stopped haunting you because I think I remember the story you're talking about.
Thank you so much, 52DZ, for subscribing for 21 months.
Holy shit.
Hashtag killing it.
It says 21 years. Damn.
Lucy says, I'm glad you guys have the song, though. It's perfect for this channel. Thank you. I agree. It's really good.
Yesenia over there on YouTube says, what's Adam drinking? It's a Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. I'm a big fan of Leinenkugels. They're from Wisconsin, and they used to have some of their corporate guys come down to bars where I grew up and just give us a $10 bucket of 5 bottles of beer of all their flavors, and they tell us to mix them, come up with a name for our drink, and then the person who had the best drink at the end of the night, once they made them, would wind up winning a set of prizes. My best friend won my first year there, and another friend of ours who was there with us won the second year. So we dominated the Leinenkugels contest. So I love Leinenkugels.
Major Wolf redeemed highlight my message and said Adam was talking about getting the W, but he can barely get one in Call of Duty. JK, love you, Adam.
Hey, Call of Duty is hard, man.
It's very hard.
I was watching some pros.
We did really good. The other day, my sister and I and Adam were playing, what is it, Bounty? Something? Money?
Blood Money.
Blood Money. And we got platinum. It was great.
We came in second.
I was like, ah!
I was very frustrated because I was like, there was a guy who was like one of the leaders who was right by us, and Robin was too far away, and Robin's sister was sniping. And I was like, if we can kill him and take his money, we will win. And so we all started charging in there, and we just barely missed it. So I was like, damn.
As someone who only has played it for like 2 days, I mean.
It's good, though, right?
Yeah.
I've gotten 4 chicken dinners since I started playing it, which isn't too bad considering that I'll watch pros that win all the damn time with like 10,000 people watching, and they won't get a chicken dinner all night. So I don't feel as bad, but you're right. I do fucking suck. So
Glitch says, once again, how dare you talk about the booty boys?
That's so funny.
Monta Alves says, I'm excited for Ticino, California burritos.
Sounds good.
I don't know what that is.
We got to try them, though, when it opens back up.
Yeah.
Emma says, we always got to make sure to give her twice the celebration because moms rock. Good. I'm glad you all do that. Vivian says, oh, Robin, I would come to your party. I'd bring cookies. Aw.
Thank you. I just lived in the middle of nowhere. I feel like people didn't want to drive 30 minutes out to this stupid birthday party where I just had a piñata and it was weird.
That's funny. Emily says, to remind everyone, she has a hamster named Robin.
Aww.
Vivian says, Robin, have you been keeping up with the webtoons?
Yep, I was just reading them in the bathroom earlier.
Wow.
I'm currently reading I Love You, which is I Love YOOU. So that's the one that I've been reading. I am caught up on all the big ones that I like to read, like Lore Olympus and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I can't bring myself to spend the money to buy coins to fast pass into like more episodes, webtoons, but sometimes Adam will wake up in the middle of the night and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like,
why are you still awake, dude?
Webtoons. I love webtoons.
The sun is up.
But yeah, all right. So should I just read my next email and then?
Yeah, let me read a few things more. Emily said, thank you to everyone for sending out your support and your love, and says, God, this community is so kind, and thank you for your support. So no problem. And last but not least, Kat Beatrix says, pretty good Italian, Adam. You're welcome. I didn't read it properly, though. Everyone knows you're supposed to read Italian properly by going like this, and I did not make that hand gesture. There was also no bippity-boppity boop on it, so I'm pretty sure I fucked it up. But cool. I'll mark it, and you can get into your first email of the evening.
All right. That little chat session was quite a bit. All right, so the first email that I'm going to read tonight is titled My Scary Past Life Dream.
Interesting.
Hi, my name's Laura. I have a scary or more like confusing story from my dreams. So a few years ago when I was around 4 to 8, I always had dreams of me in the exact same house with all my family and other people that I didn't or don't know. Someone posted in the Facebook group today that was saying, it was like a meme or something where obviously there's no medical anything to back it up, but it's like your brain can't make up faces and people, and so the people that you see that you don't know are ghosts that are watching you while you sleep. And I was like, that's creepy. But
I don't know if I subscribe to that thought. I'm gonna have to investigate whether or not there's any science behind that.
It's like one of those 2-sentence horror stories, where it's just like, it's not real, but it's creepy.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But my brain does make up people that I have no idea who they are.
Me too.
It's probably someone you've walked by on the street or seen just a glimpse of while driving or something like that. And your brain just registers it because your brain banks everything.
I used to have a dream constantly that I was like killing someone. It was so weird. And it was the same chick over and over. And then one day she walked into GameStop and blew me off.
You!
Ow! She hit me. Someone call the police.
Oh my gosh.
That hurt. You hit me right on my fucking shoulder. I was going to call it an elbow.
I'm going to bump it into the funny bone.
Please don't do that.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I've
It's
hit my
the
funny
worst.
bone before.
It's the
Is there
worst.
anyone alive who has not hit their funny bone? Because you're the luckiest person on the planet.
All right, continuing on. It was a massive house next to a river with dirt around it, and I shared a small bedroom with my brother. We had small beds and old closets. Mind you, the house was an old mansion. Fancy.
Nice.
The carpet was brown with light brown spots, almost like the Louis Vuitton logos. Nice. It had long red velvet curtains. This house sounds fancy as fuck.
It does. It sounds like Casper the Friendly Ghost's house. Except there's a lot of greens in there, if I remember correctly.
And long staircases. Anyways, I always would see that house in my dreams, and there was always a man standing there. He was the same man I saw every dream. His face was round, and he had a brown mustache and brown hair. It's Adam.
My hair is not brown. This is all black. And there's some grays. There's no brown.
He was always there, whether he was a cleaner, a knight, or in a painting, but I don't know. I have heard many stories of people dreaming of their past life, which is kind of scary. So do you think he might have been in my past life? By the way, I'm listening to your podcast while writing this. I don't know if it necessarily means past life, because I know a lot of people do have like
Recurring characters in their dreams.
right, but premonitions too.
That's true.
It could be someone you'll meet in the future or something like that.
Could be a ghost haunting you, like Robin said earlier.
Sometimes, like for me, I have deja vu dreams. So I have dreams, and then months or years down the road, it'll be happening to me. And I'm like, I have dreamt this way, way back in the past, because there was multiple times where I've been at work at my new job. Not new. Well, I don't work there anymore right now because I'm furloughed. But I'd be sitting in my cube, and everyone's sitting in there, like we're all chit-chatting, and I'm like, holy crap, I've dreamed this exact situation. Like you were sitting there. You were sitting there. Like it was just so strange.
Did you dream about it before you knew those people?
Yes. So it's so weird because you're like, oh my God, how does this happen? It's
skepticism activated.
Whatever.
That would make them the men of your dreams.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
It's fucked up.
It's like
podcast canceled.
It's like my friends Amy and stuff like that. But yeah, so sometimes you never know. It might not be a past life thing. It might just be what I have heard a lot of people bringing up is the idea that the universe exploded at one point, you know, like
the Big Bang. Yeah, a lot of people brought that up.
And then it comes together
and re-expands.
It's just this all the time coming together and like happening over and over.
It expands, then it collapses, and then we repeat stuff, and that's the feeling of deja vu or past life syndrome.
Right.
I've heard that before too. Here's the thing though. I think I would lean away from the past lives thing, because I feel like when you dream of past lives, it's typically like first person, and you're doing something else, then you'll catch your reflection in a mirror or something like that, or like a pond, and you'll realize that's not me, and you'll dream about stuff you've done rather than just seeing a person or a character in your dream. I call them characters because they're not technically
what I do with fantasy
real.
Football.
Yeah, she calls fantasy football players, which are actual human being football players, characters. I'm like, that's a fucking person.
Sometimes I'm just like, damn it, this character's injured this week.
I don't understand why she's so much better than me, except this year because I fucking won. Just saying, 2-time champion. All right, I'm gonna get myself that trophy one of these days. But yeah, I think
2 times in a row.
No, not in a row.
Oh,
but 2-time, first 2-time champion in the League of Thrones, which we named it that before Game of Thrones ended. Anyways, I'm guessing it has something to do with family member or something along those lines rather than past life. But that's my speculation, so thank you for sending that in. All right. Well, let's look over into stream chat, see what you folks had to say. Maybe you have some theories about whether or not seeing a recurring character in your dream is a ghost, past life, family member you never met, maybe something like that.
Thank you so much, Merlin Valor, for following us. We appreciate it.
Merlin Valor subscribed before they followed, which is just ballsy, and I appreciate it.
Emanon says, love you guys. I can't stay up any longer. I was trying. Thank you so much for coming for the show. That's awesome. Monda Alba says, if it's that burrito that they were talking about is a California burrito with Filipino bacon in it.
That sounds really
Sounds
good.
really stinking good.
Vivian says they're a Gemini. Emily says they're a Cancer, but their best friend is a Gemini.
My mom is also a Cancer.
Royal says 18 more days, and it's their birthday. They'll be 16. Congratulations,
Nice.
Royal.
Congrats. 16's a good year. Sometimes.
Yeah, it just depends. Emily sent in some more stories. Thank you so much.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I like buying myself gifts. I bought 2 septum rings and a scary-ish tea and towel for my birthday this year.
Nice.
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 Thank you so much. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, OMG, Laura Olympus, I died.
Oh my god.
Dude, I really want to read the next episodes, and I'm just dying because, like, shit popped off, and now I can't read the next episode. I have to wait till it updates again. It's so stupid. I love that one. I also read Let's Play, which is about a game. She's a game developer, and then her neighbor is a YouTuber pretty much, where he plays video games, and he like fucks her over at one point because he plays her game but doesn't know how to play it. So
how does he fuck her over?
Because he posts on his YouTube channel like, this game sucks.
Oh.
And so all his viewers bomb her game, and then she has to be like, dude, that's not how you play the game. And he replays the game, and he realizes how good it is, and
it's so romantic.
They're not love interests. They become like good friends.
It's so good friends.
Yeah, he's the game streamer dude's dating like a beauty vlogger or whatever, and she's like into
meant to be together.
her I don't know.
Emily realized that
I
she
love
also
Let's Play.
likes I Love You. She says, oh my god, Robin, you should read Ghost Wife.
I've already read that one, and the ending was so depressing.
Wow.
Fuck. I read a lot of webtoons.
Vivian wants to know what episode of I Love You or Yo you're on, and says you need to read Nothing Special.
I haven't read that one yet. I read a lot of webtoons, man. I'm reading one about a stalker dude that's dating this chick, and it's cool. I don't know. There's so many good ones on there. People are so talented. I love webtoons. Sponsor me. Anyway.
Wow. Emma said during that, oh my god, Adam's face to the camera, I deadpan sometimes. I go a little bit Jim from The Office.
What'd you
so
do?
I'm just like,
about webtoons?
no, I think it was about some detail from the story.
Oh.
Vivian says, the thing is, the computers are combining many different pictures to fabricate a new being, and sometimes things come out super distorted, especially in the background. Clearly, I didn't realize or read the first one. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I'm What's Says, I have a recurring dream of being lost in a house where the rooms and halls change into completely different rooms as soon as you leave it. I'm usually looking for a toilet in those dreams.
That sucks.
Oh, man.
Object permanence is a hard thing to maintain in a dream, which is why dreams shift so much.
Not shit in your pants while trying to find the bathroom in a dream.
Knock on wood. I've never shit my pants in a dream. The pee dream gets me, though. Okay, the original message...
Have you done that before? Like, peed your pants?
Oh, yeah. I peed my pants because I had the pee dream.
Holy crap.
It hasn't happened in like 2 decades, but still. Anyways, Vivian said, there's this website called This Person Does Not Exist, and it's a bunch of computers forming a picture of a person that does not, has not, and never will exist. I don't think you can actually say never will, because you don't know. You just don't know. But I know the whole thing about how it combines faces, so...
I am Beef Trainer says, I'll have to take some pics and send them on Discord of my succulents and lavender. I was also given a shamrock plant in March that is still blooming. I didn't know there's a shamrock plant. I know there's like in grass, like little four-leaf clover type things. We just have mint and basil going on right now.
Royal says, I got 2 hamsters named Scatters and Nutmeg.
That's cute.
Scatters is such a good name. Also, yes, the shadow person did stop, and I still close my door till this day.
I used to have a white rabbit named Edward.
Wow.
It's during my Twilight phase. Just saying.
I hate you so much.
The Only Spectral says, what's up, guys? It's me, Spectral. I usually watch on YouTube, but I've moved to Twitch, so I'm glad to be here. We're glad you're here.
How dare you leave me? I'm kidding. We're happy you're watching. That's all that matters.
I'm Beef Trainer says, it's mainly green, but I've found some purple scattered around in it too for the shamrock plant. It's so cool, and I've fallen in love with shamrocks. That's awesome.
Emily says, Ghost Wife gave me sadness.
Yeah, it's really good, and it ended so abruptly, where it was just like, these are the last 8 episodes kind of thing, and you're just like, this is the end? What? How did this happen so fast? And sad. I was just really sad, but it's so...
I don't know how to empathize. I'm sorry.
Good. It's really good.
It's like Seinfeld when that ended.
Awkward.
It was like, what?
Oh, I just watched Containment 2 on Netflix.
Also. It's not like a movie called Containment 2.
I watched Containment also.
It's a series.
On Netflix, and I finished it last night when the sun came up.
This morning.
Whatever. And it's the same feeling where it's like you watch all this stuff and you expect more to happen, and it's like, this is the last episode, everything's wrapped up. I was like, what?
Royal said, I want to email you guys a pic of my hamsters. Please do. I was taught this when I was going to school, when I was in college for writing, is that every detail you add into anything that you expect someone to read or watch is like a rock you're putting into their backpack. And when they get to the peak, when they get to the apex of the show, or the whatever the thing is, those rocks should all have a purpose, because if they don't, you made them carry it for no reason, which is why people are left either angry or unfulfilled when things end abruptly and they don't like tie up all the loose ends. So I always think of that when I watch stuff, and I'm like, why don't I feel fulfilled? What rocks are in my backpack that I need to unpack and then complain about? So I get it.
Awkward Artist Play says, what if the universe was created just now and our memories are a false reality? I don't think so. I've gone through way too much bullshit for it to be a false reality.
I have scars on my body.
I have scars on my emotions.
Wow.
I What's Dana says, you could be a brain just floating in space, and everything you perceive and think could just be a delusion of a mad brain.
We'd have to be simultaneously hallucinating, or like, the thing about theories like that is they're very self-centered, because it means that everyone else but you is the delusion, unless you consider yourself a delusion, in which case you don't know whose dream, so to speak, you're in. So I'm always just like, no one ever thinks like, I'm the illusion in someone else's dream. It's always like, everyone else is the illusion and I'm dreaming.
Sometimes I just think, what if I got into a horrible accident, and like at this point in time, instead of the little baby accident that I thought it was, I'm actually in a coma.
I think that all the time.
Yeah. So that's the thing that pops into my head.
That is the best joke you can play on a stranger, is you have three people you know that don't know them at different points during the day. You have someone walk up to the person like at the beginning of the day.
Wake up.
And just be like, wake up. And just walk away. And then halfway through the day, have the next person that's a stranger to them walk up and be like, you're in a coma. And just walk away. And then at the end of the day, have someone walk up to them or call them and just be like, we all love you. Come back to us. And then hang up. Like, it'll blow their fucking mind.
Aries says, damn, Robin is on top of her Webtoons game. I seriously read so many fucking Webtoons.
She's always like,
oh my God,
scrolling,
Siri, stop it.
scrolling.
Yeah, I'm always scrolling. It's so funny. I just, there's so many good ones. There's one that I'm reading right now called, I think it's called Poppy or something, Midnight. I'm reading Midnight Rain. There's also one about a character named Poppy who meets this like Yakuza type dude, and it's so good, and I really want to read more because their romance is so yep. And it's, I just love Webtoons, dude. Okay.
I'm caught up.
I'm still reading.
La,
People
la,
are
la,
talking.
la, la,
Midnight
la.
in Poppyland. That's it. That is the one. So thank you, Merlin Valor, for that one. That's the one.
Yeah, Merlin Valor coming in fucking clutch today.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Should change your name to the Magic Man, because now you see him. Now you don't. We just watched Talladega Nights.
People are talking about like Bernstein and Bernstein.
Ah, the Mandela effect shit. I talked about that on my personal game stream, because that is my least favorite topic I've ever covered on the show. I actually really enjoyed covering it, but the listener feedback wasn't like, oh, I thought this and it turned out to be this. It was like, Adam, you're wrong. Parallel universes do exist, and I'm from one, or my brain is, because I can't have remembered something incorrectly, you piece of shit. And I was like, holy crap. The piece of shit thing they didn't say, but realistically, people said stuff like that to me because they're so angry that I was telling them they were wrong.
I'm What's It says, I always feel lost and sad whenever I finish a good book series.
I agree.
That is totally
such a hole in your heart when you finish a good book series.
I just bought The Wicked Fox. My friend Iris, who has sent us emails in the past, like Homegrown Horrors in the past, she posted this book and was like, hey, you got to read this because it's a mix between young adult fiction and fiction is when it's fake, right? Yeah, fiction.
Yeah.
And Korean dramas, and I love Korean dramas, and I love young adult fiction, so I was like, I gotta pick it up, and I've already read the beginning of it, and it's definitely a mix between those two, and I'm so excited.
Okay, so really, really fast, I gotta bring this up. I said we watched Talladega Nights, and a bunch of people started saying shake and bake, and then Merlin said the Magic Man was my uncle, the namesake of my username. His name was Merlin Patrick Thaddeus O'Hannigan. Irish for the win. That is the most Irish name I've ever heard, and it's badass.
Dude, shake and bake. I fucking love that movie. It's
That
so
movie
good.
is so fucking good. I know it's silly
so
and
bad.
stupid,
It's
there's so many parts in it where you're watching, you're like, this is dumb. But man,
then you're laughing.
spoilers for Talladega Nights at the end when he gets in front of him and they do the fucking slingshot. That warms my heart to no degree every single time I see it. And then it ends where it's like his friend winds up being the winner. He finally gets his win. And they fucking race to the finish line on foot. It is such a perfect ending for a silly comedy. It really is.
I just love that he's like, I'm not shaking your hand. And then he full on makes out with them. And it's great.
Yeah,
it's such a good ending.
It's so stupid. It's like fucking vintage Will Ferrell
so
/
good.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Oh, man. Talladega Nights.
Step Brothers is better.
Step Brothers, yeah.
I have not seen Watson and Holmes, though.
I haven't seen that one
don't really
either.
plan on seeing it.
I heard really bad things.
I did too,
It's rough.
All right, I'm still caught up-ish. Actually, I'm like falling behind now, so.
Let's see. Glitch says, Adam's personal game channels, mail him, Maylum. If you guys want to give him a follow, he only needs like 5 more people.
followers, and I'm an affiliate.
So, yeah. I'm a Saturn says, the Aragon series left me feeling depressed. Aragon is such a good book. Perfect young adult, like, fantasy series. So good. Their concept of dragons in that series is amazing.
So like Dragonheart, the movie Dragonheart with
Never
Dennis Quaid and
it.
Sean Connery as the fucking dragon. It's so good.
Really?
Cry every time.
Really?
Holy shit, it's just heart-wrenching.
Aren't there like 7 of them?
There's like 19 of them.
Holy fuck.
They just kept making them. I don't think Dennis Quaid or Sean Connery come back for any of them. Look to the stars, Bowen.
Marilyn Valor says, I see your Talladega Nights, but what about Hot Rod? Oh, dude.
Hot Rod's amazing. Fucking love Hot Rod. Different type of humor, though. Different people.
We watch Hot Rod like once a month at least.
It's so
good. It's just...
My favorite part in the entire movie is when he's all emotional in his room and his stepbrother comes in, or his cousin or whatever comes in. He's like, get out! He's fucking crying. It's the best line reading ever when he screams that. I fucking die laughing every single time.
Oh, man.
It's so funny,
okay,
man.
We can talk about movies and stuff all day.
Okay.
But
We got 2 more stories to go.
Read your next one.
We have the long ones to go still, Stu,
Yeah.
because I have a fairly long one. Okay, so I'm going to move into my next story of the show, and this one's subject is, please read this on the pod. Hey, we will. Starts out like this. Hello, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello. What'd you say?
Hello.
They said, hi, Mom. I was like, hi, is this your mom? It's currently 3:30 a.m. and I cannot sleep because I've literally been binge listening to all your old episodes, and every sound coming from the house is making me question my sanity. So I'm trying to distract myself by talking to you guys.
I hear scratching sometimes, and I think there's something living in the walls, but it's probably just our Shiba under the bed.
It's almost certainly the Shiba under the bed.
Freaks me out.
It goes on to say, these stories are going to be long, so get yourself a tea. In the past, I've talked about my prophetic dreams and dreaming about dying, to which Adam said to write back if I'm still alive. Today, I want to share a few of my creepy stories from my childhood that I've remembered.
And the fact that they're still alive.
It's nice that you're still alive. I would also like to point out, anyone who's ever said, I have another story I want to send your way, I am now officially worried that you're not alive if you haven't sent them in. So send them in right now and just let us know you're okay.
Okay.
This email goes on. Story 1. So when I was around 9 to 10, I remember having really weird dreams that I physically cannot explain, because if I did, it wouldn't make sense at all. Actually, I know you guys would want to hear it anyway, so I'll try. It went like this. I was a tooth, and we were in some kind of machine that kept moving around.
It was a mouth.
And every time I had this dream, I would wake my mom up and throw up in the toilet. Until now, I thought the throwing up was part of the dream, but I asked my mom if I ever woke her up for, quote, throw up time, or frow up time? I think it might just be written incorrectly. Throw up time.
It's like, say you're a little kid and you're like, yeah, I ever wake you up for
throw up time. Got you. And she said, I did that very often. It was really weird because I always had that same weird-ass dream, and I couldn't tell between reality and dreams. That is really weird. Maybe you were sick, and like it was a fever dream that you had recurrently.
Maybe.
I used to have a fever dream where like I felt like there was something on the back of my tongue. Like there was an object on my tongue. Like imagine like a little tiny cylinder. You know, like something you'd put as a weight. Like, have you ever seen those cylinders that are weights that they use, like, on scales? And they're tiny and they measure them in, like, grams and kilograms?
Use them at school.
Like, super small. But imagine one on the back of your tongue. Like, right where you feel like you need to swallow. Or if you're, like, brushing your teeth, it would trigger your gag reflex. That was my fever dream for the longest time. And I'd wake up and I feel like I would still feel it on the back of my throat. And every time I would throw up. I was also always sick. So that's, like, what always used to happen to me. So I kind of identify with that. Story 2. We were out of town visiting some family, and they had a Hindu, Hindu, oh fuck, Holy shit. I just didn't recognize the word Hindu. I'm dumb. They had a Hindu funeral palace. Fucking A. Don't even make fun of me.
I mean, let's just like, how do you forget a word? I forget words all the time.
Jameson, that's how.
You did get the bigger shot.
It was a single shot. I'm not drunk. All right. And they had a Hindu.
You want to be?
I do now. And they had a Hindu funeral place behind my family's house, and they specifically asked me and my brother to stay away from it. So my brother and I were hanging out at the forbidden place, and nothing creepy happens. So we come back home and go to bed that night. When I wake up the next morning, everyone in the house hates me. They want to know why we went to the place, and I'm confused because my brother ain't a snitch. Turns out in the middle of that night, I sleepwalked to open the door and leave, but my grandma woke up and stopped me. She said, it's so crazy because I just covered sleepwalking again. She said, I kept trying to leave the house and everyone was awake and reading the Bible and my mom was freaking out. They instantly knew what the frick we did and I was held until I fell asleep. I've never sleptwalked in my entire life before or after that and I cannot recall any of that. It still scares me to this day. What if my grandma didn't wake up? That's kind of crazy.
Oh.
What?
That would be so scary. Like, you'd just be, like, walking in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Get lost.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Story number 3, in parentheses, Robin will hate this one.
Oh, Lord.
I don't talk about this one much because it absolutely terrifies me. I used to have this big plastic doll that was dressed in this long gown and wore a pretty hat. It was a new doll, so it wasn't owned by anyone before us.
Okay. New doll.
Yeah.
Okay. Not nude doll.
Yeah. New. N-E-W. Things were a bit difficult growing up because we had a lot of financial and family issues, but while we had this doll, Okay, this time it's not my fault. It is written incorrectly. But while we had this doll, things seemed to be harder. One night, my mom and I had a similar dream involving the doll where the doll was taking over the house and we were all scared of it. Like there was more to it than we knew. After we discussed our dreams, my mother didn't waste a minute. She yeeted that doll out into the dump and we didn't think about it. We might have overreacted, but I'd rather that than a fucking doll haunting my family. I hope you're proud of us, Robin. I'll write more to you guys. I just need to have more flashbacks that remind me of the freaky things I've repressed from my past. Thank you, Spooky Mom, for all you do. Adam, could you please do the woo? There you go. Bye is the end of it.
Bye.
Thank you for sending that in. It was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So I definitely
Dolls
identify
are creepy, just
with
in
that first
general.
one. I'm very happy the fact that your mom was like, nope, fuck this doll. Like, if you both had a creepy dream that was almost the exact same, then yeah, get rid of the damn doll.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was a family heirloom. It was new to you all.
They
So
could have
just
lived
get rid of
with
it.
some horror movie logic and left it.
Yeah, that would have been. What if you threw it away and it came back, though? That's the horror movie thing
That's
where
some
you're
Annabelle
like,
shit.
that's when you burn the doll. So
Yeah, but then it'll just come back. Haven't you watched?
no, fire is purifying.
Sinister.
Yeah, I guess.
He
Since
kept
that's a
burning
documentary.
He kept burning that shit, and it kept coming back.
That movie sucks. I'm just saying, I'm
You
not
suck.
a fan
I
of
just
Sinister.
watched it the other day again.
Why? It's so bad.
It is bad, but that's why it's a background movie.
I guess. Background, bad ground, whatever. So one more time, thank you for sending that in. All right, we're going to look over into Spooky Chat and see what y'all had to say during that one. Scrolling up a little bit here.
People were talking about Aragon and how bad the movie was. It was a horrible fucking movie. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, the first time I watched The Hangover, it was with my parents and it was at a drive-in. At the drive-in, you pay for 2 movies. It was paired with Pineapple Express. Talk about cringe. Dude, there's no way my parents would ever sit through any of those movies, dude.
That's funny.
Not even a little bit.
My parents back in the day probably would have sat through Pineapple Express while stoned.
My dad is a big Die Hard fan. Jackie Chan. Jet Li, 007. He loves those movies.
Those are all good movies.
I think my mom likes Iron Man. I don't know. Either my mom or dad likes Iron Man.
It's because of Robert Downey Jr.
One of my mom's favorite things is Hawaii Five-0 and Korean drama. Like the old school Hawaii Five-0. Just saying.
Shannon says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all holding up well and safe and healthy. Same to you.
I'm What's for Dinner says, I'm going to send in a couple more once I get clarification from my sister. How to speak English, I don't even know. Since the creepy things happened to her. Nice. I Am Beef Trainer says, I'm back. Got some milk to go with brownies.
Nice.
Nice.
Robin made me brownies for my birthday. They were delicious.
I hope they're good. They're like so thin. They turned out so little.
They were thin, but they were very fudgy, so it didn't matter.
I'm going to find a different recipe to make brownies because I did not like how thin those turned out. I want like big fat brownies that are like fudgy and delicious.
Those are good. Shannon said, we're basically still on house arrest here in Toronto. I know that the quarantine is lasting for different places, different amounts of time.
Yeah,
so
we're
as long
still
as everyone's safe
staying
and healthy,
inside,
that is the primary concern of me. I would just be so sad if I found out anyone like from the spooky friends got sick or even, like God forbid passed away. Like I can't even imagine that. So
we realized yesterday that we hadn't gone out in a while because we ran out of milk.
Yep.
I was like, how the fuck did we run out of milk? And I didn't order extra because for a time there we had like 2 gallons of milk in the house constantly because I was just like gotta keep ordering groceries or gotta keep picking up groceries. And oh man, I was so I was just like,
yeah. And then she forgot that she
out.
ordered Amazon Prime Now because it came at like 10:30 at night and the guy banged on the door and then just ran away because people that have been delivering stuff to our house have just been like banging the shit of our door.
It's no contact, so they drop it off, they let you know it's there, and then they leave because you don't want.
You don't need to knock on the door that hard, especially at 10:30.
Yeah, but there was cold stuff in it. I appreciate them letting us know because I would have totally forgotten about it.
That's true. People are freaking out over on YouTube during that story because they're like, "Oh my god, it is Annabelle," which is so funny.
Glitch says, I got Killsma's sticker today and totally took it from him. It's my car's now. Thank you. Glad you guys got it.
Ashley over there on YouTube says, battery is dying. Good night to y'all. I just want to say that because they're saying bye.
Oh, bye. I'm What's Her Name says, going to notice my drink redemption, guys. Adam says he wants to be drunk, so I'm helping.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
6 minutes ago?
Yep. It was during the story. Cheers. I won't get drunk off a beer, though. All right. Christina Vasquez over on YouTube says, I used to love dolls when I was younger. That all changed when one of my friends told me the story of the 3 Black Nails, which is a paranormal game you play with a doll.
Ooh.
Never heard of it. Sounds super interesting. Emma says, I never liked dolls growing up. Royal says, I used to have dolls. I was scared it would be like Chucky. I used to think that too.
The Snark also redeemed a drink.
Okie dokie. Emma says, I'm glad young Emma knew there was something fishy with them.
Oh.
Shannon says, Robin, your hair is so shiny and pretty. I'm currently attempting the
Thank
no
you.
poo movement since I don't have to see anyone.
No poo?
Like shampoo, I think.
Oh.
I can't imagine it's like, I'm not pooping
can
anymore.
I use your charger? I'm at 10%. Maybe I'll survive.
Directly behind you.
Oh,
Emily says, I would rip my dolls' heads off.
Lovely long
It's hilarious. Shannon says, I never liked dolls either. Stuffed animals all the way. I agree with that.
I definitely grew up with lots of stuffed animals. The Snark says, your dad sounds like every Vietnamese dad I ever met. Did your mom like Chinese dramas back in the day? My mom likes all languages because they dub them in Vietnamese. So if it's dubbed in Vietnamese, she watches it. Let's see. I'm Beef Trainer says, I think the creepiest dolls are the ones that seem to stare into your soul and have real hair. Those are giant notes.
The real hair thing is so creepy to me because that is just like, it's basically a totem for a spirit to stay connected to the world, or like some type of voodoo doll.
Aries says they're asymptomatic.
What are?
About the virus. They're asymptomatic, which means they
Dolls?
have it. No. Aries says they're asymptomatic, which means they have it. They just
Well, I'm glad you're
don't show
asymptomatic.
it. Yeah.
It sucks that you have it. Hopefully you don't spread it.
Right.
Be safe.
Da.
I thought you were still talking about dolls. I was so confused.
No,
I'm like,
I'm
what?
What's for Dinner says, I want to carve a doll out of bone, paint pure black eyes onto it, and use real human hair on it. That's terrifying.
Pretty fucked up.
I'm What's for Dinner says, begone demon. Or, I'm sorry, Major Wolf says, I'm What's for Dinner, begone demon.
La 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 la.
A Ghost and a Witch says, anytime something weird happens at our house, we yell Annabelle.
That's funny.
That's pretty fucking funny. Laura Ann says, dude, I've had a lot of luck with drop-off deliveries for food and such, but today I ordered lunch and the guy knocked on the door and just stood there waiting for me to answer. Like, dude, you're supposed to drop it and leave. Then he called me because I didn't answer the door. At least he had a mask on. Some people just don't get it. Like,
some people really don't.
I didn't really use Instacart a lot until this whole stuff happened, and every
fucking time,
single order I've ever done with Instacart,
It's fucked up.
Is wrong. And it's really annoying, and I wish they would get their shit together because
3 times ago, everything was wrong. They gave us someone else's order. And their order sucked.
It sucked. There were stupid, ugly, dumb cookies that weren't delicious inside. They had no veggies. It was all junk food and one small, tiny tissue box. I was like, who can make anything out of any of this shit? And I had ordered like $100 worth of groceries, like real groceries to cook stuff with. I was so annoyed. Whatever. Instacart, you.
Shannon says, I always plan my Halloween costumes around the cool makeup I can do and then go from there. That's pretty smart.
Wait, what?
Shannon says, I always plan my Halloween costumes around the cool makeup I can do and go from there.
Nice. That's talent because I could not do that. Awkward Artist Play says, if I ever see a ghost, I'll yell woo at it.
That's funny.
Radio Man says, the dolls I hate are the ones where the eyes move. The ones that blink freak me out.
Yeah, the blinking ones just seem so unnecessary.
The Only Spectral says, I'm eating some bomb-ass ice cream right now.
Nice.
Laura Ann says, lol, dumb cookies. They were so
everyone really liked your dumb cookies comment. That was said over here a couple of times, too.
They were so, stupid. There are good cookies, and there are cookies you would not waste your money on.
They are called dumb cookies.
He says, my delivery people keep forgetting to knock, and I just have food outside for like 30 minutes. That's annoying. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
I always put in the notes, I'm like, text me. Just text me when you deliver them.
Emma's going to go eat dinner, and they will BRB. Enjoy your dinner.
Did we already do the Snarks drink, too?
Yes, we did.
Okay, cool. I'm Awkward Artist Play says, no, the drinks are out of stock. Yeah. Well, there's only 6 an episode, I think, right?
It's because we drink hard liquor a lot.
Yeah. Laura Ann says, I hate the dolls that have a voice box thing and they talk.
I hate the dolls that murder your family and then frame you for it.
Jesus Christ.
They're the worst.
Boop. All right, I'm ready for my next one.
Give me 1 sec. My computer's going a little bit haywire right now. Like, holy balls.
Like, in what way?
Like, it won't load anything, and it's kind of frozen. I'm trying to read what people are saying, because people are cool, but the computer's like, nah, you can't get to see what they say. There it goes. Okay. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for all the vamping you do. It's so nice to have a co-host who understands that dead air is such a terrible thing.
I'm sorry. I'm spacing out.
You can go ahead and just go ahead.
All right. So the final email of the night is titled Angry Former Occupant.
Interesting.
Very well labeled. I mean, super fancy words. Using occupant instead of like, I don't know.
I like that you're impressed with the word occupant. Let's see what other fancy words you could have in this email.
I don't know. Okay. So it goes. Hello, Robin and Adam. Hello.
Hello.
My daughter introduced me to your podcast a couple of weeks ago. Aw, cute. And I've been enjoying listening to them. Okay, I'll be honest. I have been binging them. Thank you. I have a couple of stories I would like to share with you, and you're welcome to share these if they are interesting enough. Story 1. I was living in a house with my then husband. It was an older home with one of those, sorry, Robin, dark, damp dirt shelf basements.
Nice.
Dirt shelf. Does that mean it's just like there's no ground in there? It's just...
I don't know.
I have always had my bedroom in one basement or another, so they normally don't bother me much, but this one felt horrible. Every time I had to go down, I would run back up as fast as I could, feeling like someone or something would grab me before I could make it to the top. That's
standard basement etiquette.
That's me in bathrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
You run out of bathrooms? Because you seem to stay in them for a very long time.
No, like if I'm at a restaurant or something and I'm by myself, I try to get out of the bathroom as fast as I can.
Okay.
Always.
I can confirm that.
Shortly after moving in, I began to notice that when I got home from work, even at school, in the bathrooms at school, if there's no one in there and it's just me, I try to get out of there as fast as I can. It creeps me out. Okay, so shortly after moving in, I began to notice that when I got home from work, the house felt bad. I mean, you know that feeling you get when you walk into a room where someone is super pissed at you and you can feel that anger radiating from them? It felt like that all the time. I kept getting a sense of an angry man. Well, angry towards women. I also had an overpowering feeling that they had killed themselves. I tried to dismiss these feelings because, as I told myself, Don't be crazy. No one can really feel this stuff. One day, I was alone in the house and getting ready to take a shower. I removed a watch I'd been wearing and put it on the back of the vanity. I stepped into the shower, pulled the shower curtain closed. About 5 minutes into the shower, I hear a loud crack of metal on tile. Like, what the hell? I open the shower curtain to see what made the noise. I see my watch lying in a heap against the opposite wall. So it's like it got chucked.
Right.
Oh my God.
Or backhanded really hard.
There was no way it could have fallen on its own, and definitely no logical way it could have landed against the opposite wall with such force. There was no one in the room, and the shower curtain was frosted clear, so I would have seen anyone if they'd come in. I wasn't scared as so much as I was angry. The jerk just broke my favorite watch. Anywho, about a month later, we attended our neighborhood block party. Dude, why don't we have block parties in our neighborhood?
Probably because it's quarantine right now.
Oh, yeah, duh. I didn't even think about that. We attended our neighborhood block party and had a good time getting to know people. I struck up a conversation with one of the neighbors, and when I told her where we lived, she got a funny look on her face and asked me how it was living in the house.
Oh, no.
And did I know that the last person that lived there had killed himself in the basement after a bad breakup with his girlfriend.
That sucks.
That's
terrifying.
Things kept happening, and we were stuck with months left on our lease. So I decided to have a quote-unquote discussion with the angry dude. Imagine a woman sitting alone in the middle of a room talking to the air. I addressed him, "Yo, dog."
That's awesome.
I let him know that I felt bad for what happened to him. I swore that I was a nice woman and I needed him to stop the angry shit he was doing because we were going to be stuck together for a while longer. For some reason, that seemed to work. The feel of the house lightened up and I no longer found items broken or moved around. Mind you, once the lease was up, we were out of there. I would have gotten out of there too. Fuck. Story 2. My father-in-law lived with us after his partner of 20 years kicked him out. During this time, I found out that I was pregnant, and oh boy, was he excited to be a grandpa.
Aww,
that's fucking adorable. After my daughter was born, he spent a ton of time holding her, and often he would find them napping together with her sleeping on his chest. My daughter was only about 3 months old when her grandpa collapsed in the house and died from an abdominal aneurysm.
Oh, that's so sad.
I soon started to notice that when I took photos of my daughter, there would be an orb next to her. I thought, weird. So I would take a photo of the same spot with the same lighting without her in the pic, and guess what? You've got it. No orbs. I always try to be the logical person and have never laid much credence to orbs, so you can decide yourself what that was. Dustmo or grandpa? Even now, at random times throughout the years, I will catch a whiff of cigarette smoke. It must be noted that no one in our house or in our neighborhood smokes. However, her grandpa did. For the longest time, I assumed it was only me that smelled the smoke, and last week I say out loud to my now 15-year-old daughter, "Aw, that's cool.
Yeah.
I smell cigarettes," and she says she always smells it often and in different rooms of the house. I get shivers down my spine and tell her I have to show her something. I pull out one of the old photos with the orb and told her that when she
told her, "Look at this photograph."
Oh, God.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
That when she smells the smoke, her grandpa is stopping by to say hi and make sure she's doing well. It feels really comforting to both of us to feel that he is watching over her. Thanks for your podcast. It is so much fun listening to you two banter, tell the great stories, and entertain. Keep on creeping on, Perry. Thank you so much for sending those stories in. They're really good stories, and I really love the ones that are like relatives that come in to check on you,
right,
and to make sure you're okay, or to tell you that they're okay, and the fact that these photos with your daughter in them have orbs and stuff around them, I think that's really cool.
I agree. It's really nice when we get those stories that tell us about like a time where something sad happens, but it really doesn't focus on the sad details. It focuses on what happens afterwards and how you're able to feel comforted and feel like your family member is still there. And I think it's funny too, because what smell would you like to be associated with your memories? You know what I mean? Because it's usually potent smells. And
Not
for a lot of
toots,
yeah, there you go. For a lot of folks that smoke, usually they're like, yeah, I smelled the cigar that smells like him when he was still here. In Robin's case, it'll be like stinky farts. And for me, I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be like taco meat and aftershave. which is another reference to another Will Ferrell movie, which is Blades of Glory. So that's about all the Will Ferrell references I have. I think most of them wound up with the on the cutting room floor, though. So that's fun stuff. Thank you so much for sending that in, though. And if you have stories out there about relatives coming to visit you after they passed away, definitely share them with us. We want to hear them. All right. So I think I'm going to read my YouTube stuff, and then I'm going to go ahead and get Marbles on Stream set up. And then once I'm getting that set up, Robin will be reading the Twitch stuff. So if you are on YouTube and you'd like to join us for the race, at the end of each show, we do a race on a game called Marbles on Stream. All it takes is one chat command from Twitch. You can't actually do it in YouTube, and you will get a marble that will get a chance to win you a piece of, good lord, of Scary-ish merch. All right. There was a lot of slip and slurp, and I don't know. You guys are having fun, I guess, every time I was drinking, so there's probably some sound effects going through the microphone with that over there in YouTube. And, yeah, so I had to time out Royal, who was typing in all caps and just kept saying, like, the same weird thing about the doll over and over again. So they also said they were going home, or they were going to bed. So no big deal. Not a whole lot of stuff over there in YouTube, except for folks talking to each other. So I'll let you go ahead and take over, and I will get Marbles on Stream set up.
All right. So I'm Beef Trainer says, I work in a grocery store that has a lot of Instacart shoppers. Usually what happens with messed up orders is when Instacart doubles up the orders on a single route. I believe that. There was an order that I had like a whole huge bag of red potatoes, and they delivered everything except my bag of red potatoes. And they don't let you text the driver after the order gets delivered. So you're just like, where the fuck are my potatoes? And you can't text them like, hey, where the fuck are my potatoes? Whereas like with Grubhub, I can just text them and be
where
like,
the fuck are my fries?
Yeah. So it's just, dang it, Instacart. 52DZ says, I'm eating ceviche. Fancy.
Sounds so fucking good.
Chicka Boom Boom says, anyone down with Animal Crossing? I love Animal Crossing. I haven't played it in a while. Been playing too much Warzone. And
look at this photograph.
Laura Ann
Every
says,
time I do it makes me laugh.
Laura Ann says, I had a doll once that talked and laughed and said mama. Eventually the battery started to die and it sounded like a fucking demon baby.
Mama.
I'm What's for Dinner says, listen to Jonathan Colton. Creepy doll. All right. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just scrolling. Ghost and a Witch says, OMG, my partner and I are looking at apartments right now, and I didn't even think about all the new creeps I'm going to get from a new space.
Well, you don't think about that stuff when you're like excited to find a new place.
That's with like buying a house and stuff too. You're like, who died here?
Right.
You know, it's terrifying. I like new builds, but then you're like, is this house built on ancient Indian burial ground? Awkward Artist Play says, forgot to mention I made a subreddit for you guys. If you have a problem or anything, I can take it down, but it exists. Cool. We
will probably not check it out.
Yeah, we don't do Reddit. I'm What's for Dinner says, our basement stairs were Our basement stairs were wooden slats, and as a kid, I was always scared a hand from the other side would grab my ankle. I hate in horror movies where you see the person walking down those stairs and you know there's going to be something on the stairs that they're going to step on and get fucked up by.
Right. Go ahead and type an exclamation point vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race.
There's one that I watched recently where the kid was absolutely evil and he had a babysitter, and the babysitter was walking down the stairs, and I think it was his aunt or something, but he had put broken glass on the stairs, and she just steps on this big, huge glass. Oh,
that is awful.
It was terrible. Anyway. Oh, I remember. It was like the kid had been born at the exact same time a murderer died, and so it was like his spirit went into the kid, and so the kid had the spirit of this murderer in him. It was so strange. Sorry, I'm just scrolling. Hello, Beast Nerd. Thank you for joining us.
What up, Beast Nerd?
I'm What's Your Dinner says, the smell to associate with me should be fresh coffee and sunshine. That is adorable.
That is good.
Fresh coffee would be a really good one.
Yeah, Emily says, well, love y'all. I gotta go deal with my ex. Sleep well, be safe, and have fun. Hopefully that's not too rough.
Yeah. Queen Caffeine says, anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with cinnamon, so when I'm dead, I hope they associate cinnamon with me.
Oh, that's
cute.
funny. We actually have 3 separate tracks right now, tied for the lead at 3 votes. So we'll keep this thing scrolling for a little while. If it does not break the tie, we're going to click random and go with that. So.
ASB Bunny says, I am obsessed with Animal Crossing right now. Glitch says, I guess if I leave a death smell, it would be berries and Taco Bell and whiskey burps.
Pretty good.
Radio Man says, grew up in a haunted house and got lots of stories. Send them in. Storytime at scarish.com. Perler15 says, porcelain dolls, anyone? I do not like those. Oh, God, no. The Snark says, always ask your realtor if someone died in the home. By law, they have to be honest. They may not have to bring it up if you don't ask. Good to know. I will always ask from now on. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, OMG, I watched the Dead Files and there was a Dolls episode. Fucking creepy. I like Dead Files. Dead Files is the one where they have the psychic, right? They have a psychic and then they have a retired like detective, and they have the detective do the research and the psychic goes in and sees all this stuff and he does the research to kind of compare to what she senses. I hope that's the one that you're talking about.
So, okay, you were saying something earlier when I was scrolling through these notifications about disclosure if someone died in the house, right?
Yeah.
It's state to state, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's state to state because I've heard people let other folks know. Like, well, in this state, you don't have to disclose if this happened and they died in the house. So I would definitely check in to see which states you actually have to disclose and which states you don't.
ASB Bunny says, my grandpa haunted my house between when he died and his funeral, which is more time than it should have been thanks to Christmas break.
Oh, no.
That's terrifying.
But
maybe it was nice because it was a grandpa.
Shout out to this. I mean, haunting doesn't sound like it.
Oh.
Shout out to the Snarks who just resubscribed for the 18th month using Twitch
so
Prime.
Much.
You are the best. We are at a tie again between Scared Straight and Cosmic Chaos 2. I'm going to let it scroll past one more time, and then I am clicking random.
The Snark says, oh, God, I'd smell like fish sauce and cigarettes/coffee. That's
hilarious.
Awful. Oh, man, I don't even know what I'd smell. B.O. I would smell disgusting. JK, I don't know. What would I smell like? Maybe coffee. Maybe. Does Coke have a smell?
I mean, some Coke does.
Fresh laundry?
Fresh laundry.
Like fresh towels out of the dryer.
I think she would smell like judgment and...
disappointment.
Green tea. No.
Oh, green tea.
Yeah.
Or tea in general. Like
matcha. You'd smell like matcha.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I bought gardenia dish soap recently, and it reminds me of when I used to work at a small shop near my house. Miss that cute place, but doesn't pay the bills.
Aw.
I miss working at GameStop. Doesn't pay the bills.
Doesn't pay the bills. And also, people are pieces of shit. Customers really drive you out of that job.
Oh, yeah. As a store manager, I had people make me cry so many times, and it's so sad when your employees have to be like, it's okay.
I've almost gotten into 2 fist fights at GameStop, maybe more than that, and I've had to call the cops to have people escorted out twice because people are just dumb.
Sacred Infinity says, hey, happy for 1 day late birthday, buddy. Miss you guys. Miss you too.
Miss you, bro. I'm clicking random because we finished with a tie, y'all. So it's going to be Epic Devil's Chaos 2.
I'm What's for Dinner says, question of the day, best pizza toppings. For me, it's extra cheese, extra sauce, pepperoni, and light anchovies.
Extra cheese, grilled chicken,
Definitely
and bacon.
Extra cheese, sausage, mushrooms.
Yeah.
I usually... Oh, gosh.
Gross.
Booze burp.
While she's booze burping, the record holder for this track finished it in 1 minute and 27 seconds. Record time for the world. Average time is 3 minutes and 47 seconds. We have raced it, and Meadows won, and we're going to race it again. It's weird that there's a slice of ham rolling down the thing. We're going to go with it. Holy shit, this is terrifying. Go ahead and type in !play if you would like to get your marble on the stream. Vivian says, what is this question of the day bullshit? She already said the question of the day. Let's say that one was the question of the day for Twitch.
Yeah. I love like a supreme pizza with extra cheese. Or at Blaze Pizza, they have this thing called a green stripe, and I always just add extra cheese and... like extra pesto, maybe some sausage and stuff on there.
Pesto's really good on pizza.
I just love Blaze Pizza because you can put whatever you want on there, you know?
All right, we're going to go with 40 seconds from right now to go ahead and get your marble in the stream. I am burping so much because of this fucking beer. We are up to 31 marbles right now. Robin, have you gotten your marble in?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Everyone who hasn't had 30 seconds to do so. All right, meow.
ASB Bunny says, in Australia, it's an ethical obligation to tell someone if someone died in the house.
Is it a legal obligation, though?
I don't know. Major Wolf says bacon, Canadian bacon, and pineapple.
Ugh. I just don't like pineapple. I'm not going to say I don't like pineapple on a pizza.
On my pizza.
I just don't like pineapple.
I don't like pineapple on my pizza. I like it in by itself. Slices, cubes.
Away we go.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, the drawings are so haunting. Wait, which drawings? Hold on.
Perhaps it's the level we're looking at right now. 52DZ is in the lead with Silly Snuggle Kid, which is the best fucking name. Right behind. This track looks like a devil. It's really creepy, so we're just going to hang out up here and see who winds up emerging in first place from the down low, or from way, way down there. This is kind of a weird feature we normally don't have. Robin has fallen off, so I officially like it. First place is ASB Bunny. I'm What's for Dinner, Woo Scarish, and a Ghost and a Witch.
I was the only one that got murdered?
And Cypherdenict is also right there. It looks like ASB Bunny's the first person to fall through this hole.
ASB Bunny says...
No, Ghost and a Witch.
Her grandpa played piano, so haunting piano sounds coming down the
Snark,
hall.
Woo Scarish, and Girl Panic 95 have fallen off.
That's creepy.
Haunting piano sounds coming down the hall. 52DZ has also fallen off, along with Perlar.
Because the grandpa haunted for so long. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be very creepy. Unless he played like the theme at the end of Ocarina of Time when Ganondorf is playing the organ waiting for you to come fight him.
One of my favorite things from Scott Pilgrim is when he plays the bass line from Final Fantasy.
Ghost and a Witch and the Scripture are fighting it out to see who can be in first place. Although there are quite a few other folks who are trying to get there. David has fallen off as well.
Awkward Artist Play says, what do you win if you win marbles?
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom and Ashley Meow Meow have fallen off.
You win a piece of Scariest merch.
Along with M. Meadows.
That be a coaster or a sticker or something like that. And I kind of just package it up and mail it to you. You just have to email us, like, mailing address and stuff to whoever wins. Or, I mean, whoever wins mails their mailing address to us.
Emails their mailing address to us. The Scripter is in the lead and has gotten through this pitchfork, which is like a weird hole at the end of a golf course or like a mini putt course. Because if you make it through the middle, you're going to get the quick trip, which actually Faison did. The Scripter is still in the lead, but actually Faison is now fighting them for it.
52DC said she was robbed at GameStop once.
Actually, Faison is in the lead. I've had stuff stolen from my GameStop. I've never been robbed.
Didn't someone take the entire video game case?
Yeah, I had someone rip off it wasn't the video game case, it was the
DS display thing.
No, it was the
or
iDevices. It was all the iDevices. We lost like $6,000 that day. The guy just ripped it off the wall. I was so fucking pissed. Actually, Faison's making this jump, trying to get to the end. They bounce and they go right over the end, along with I Am Beef Trainer. So now the Scriptory is way far in the lead on their own. If anyone takes that middle track, though, it has that little launcher that might put you in first place. ASB Bunny just fell off the side of the world.
The most I've gotten stolen was from an employee who were stealing the Xbox Live cards before they were like codes and stuff like that. It was in a little plastic sleeve, and they would stuff it in their pants
and a Ghost and a Witch
and go on a smoke break and just take them out of the store.
What a piece of shit. M. Meadows retains.
Yeah. He tried to get a job again at GameStop, and our DM had to take him outside and was like, we know you stole from us. You're not getting a job here again.
M. Meadows 89 retains the record. The Scriptory wins the track. Second place, looks like Lucy is trying to fight for it with Awkward Artist Plays in third. And we got Glitch coming down this other track to see if they can steal maybe second, maybe third place, depending. And you didn't fall off the edge, and now you're right there with Lucy. So we'll see what winds up happening. Everyone else is starting to trickle through. Glitch gets knocked around by that fan blade, so I don't know. But Lucy skips over the edge and falls off. Goes from second place to 0th place. Me and Aries 22 right now are starting to bounce our way down. I think I might take second place and collect some points for this season. Thank the Lord, I need some points.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says the drawings on the dead files, like the sketches that she does, those are haunting.
There is a wave of blue that approaches, and if any marble is touched by it, it is immediately destroyed. It's to make sure that the game doesn't last forever since someone already won.
There's someone in here called the 13th Doctor? Who? That's so cool.
Get it? Doctor Who?
Oh.
Cat Beatrix is getting knocked around by that fan blade while the blue wave approaches. We all want Cat Beatrix to make it through because she's awesome, but I think she might be about to die. No. Yep. Okay. The scriptery, congratulations on your victory. Please let us know what you would like. I mean, you have a direct line to us, so it shouldn't be hard. You're up to 30 points on the season with 2 wins. I am up to 17. Glitch is up to 17 as well. Major is up to 19. Holy shit. Cypher somehow jumped up. I don't understand how to 134. Shows you've gone through 102 races. Are you doing races on a different stream?
That might be why.
That would be pretty fucking cool. I like that. So you're up to 135, so you're definitely going to win this season. There's no doubt about that shit. That's pretty awesome. Scrolling down here, we got some folks at the bottom here. Robin's at 20, Snarks is at 24, Ooh Scarish is at 22. Scroll back up.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I caught someone trying to steal earrings once, brought her a mirror and said, do you want to try on those earrings you took off the display?
Wow.
52DZ said, lost over 10K of product and funds during the holidays.
Holy
PTSD,
shit.
Yay.
That sucks.
People
the
are
Scriptery
pieces
is
of shit.
passing their victory. I will also pass. So Glitch, congratulations on your victory. Glitch says, no. I mean, third is okay, I guess. I can't let Adam beat me.
13th Doctor says, I'm a huge fan of Doctor Who. So are we.
Indeed,
we
but
love
we are
Doctor
like
Who.
a season and a half behind.
We're behind on the 13th Doctor seasons.
I think we have one left.
Yeah. So we just have to watch them.
All right. So Glitch, congratulations. You will claim that prize. Please let us know which sticker you would like, and we will send it your way. Let's get back into the voting, and we're going to race one more time this evening. Go ahead and type in !vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race.
When I was working at Sunglass Hut, someone stole a pair of like 300 some. It was like 300 something. They were a pair of Bulgari sunglasses or something like that. And I went to high school with her. So when the cops caught her, she was
That's so awkward.
She's like, you know me. Come on, like you know me. We're friends. I'm like, maybe if you were nicer to me in high school, but fuck you right now.
Wow, that's fucked up.
So, and it was a felony because it was over $300. So she fucking went to jail.
I mean, you shouldn't steal shit. That's what it comes down to. 13th Doctor has followed us on Twitch. Thank you, 13th Doctor.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, I remember working at the rack and I just got out of work when this guy was sprinting out with $2,300 worth of Joe's jeans. What the fuck?
Shannon says, all right, I'm headed to bed. Good night, spooky friends. Stay safe. Good night, Shannon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Right now, the track in the lead is Mountain Pass 2.
Glitch says, I just got a sticker. It wouldn't feel right, so probably pass it on to whoever was next.
It was Major Wolf. Major Wolf was next.
Yeah, so let us know where you want us to mail your stickers. Storytime@scarish.com. Awkward Artist Play says, I redeemed a high five. We can't see those because we're looking at marbles right now. Sorry. Ugh. High five.
High five. All right. Mountain Pass 2 has 7 votes. It's clearly going to be the winner. Average time to finish this is 3 minutes and 32 seconds. The season leader is Bat T, who finished it in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Locally, Major Wolf is the record holder on this one in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and click race. Once that loads up, you have some time to type an ! play to get your marble on stream.
The Snark says, on Black Friday last year, we went to Home Depot and someone ran out the door holding a big box of power tools. The cashier tried to trip him, but he made it out.
It's hard not. I mean, I chased the dude who ripped that thing off the wall, and you're not ever supposed to like chase people or try and engage them.
They could shoot you.
They could shoot you. They could have a weapon, but I was just so fucking angry. All right, we got 29 marbles right now. I'm going to start the countdown. It's going to take 40 seconds before the track gets going. We're back up to 31 marbles, which is as many as we had last time. Did you sign up?
Oh, no.
Cool. So we're going to have one more than we had last time, which is always the goal.
When I worked at Coach, people would steal purses constantly.
It's so trashy, man.
And, oh my gosh. Because they would pick the purses that are closest to the door, and then they'd look around and then grab it and run out, you know? But nobody ever ran out to chase them. It's like the purse is probably worth, like, maybe $100, you know? It's not worth your life.
Yeah, this is very true. I hate it when people steal shit. I hate theft and littering. Those are two things that I think immediately like, wow, that person's trash. It's like you're taking something that wasn't yours. If you're stealing from the store, you're fucking over someone who's not getting paid a lot that's going to get in trouble. And then like littering, it's like, so you're going to throw your trash on the ground and make the place you're in look worse because you are lazy. Just two of my biggest pet peeves.
I like videos where like motorcyclists see people throwing trash out their window.
Throw it back in their fucking window.
Yeah, and they throw it in their car.
I agree. 5-2D's in the lead with I Am Beef Trainer right behind. Actually, I Am Beef Trainer is taking over. We will follow I Am Beef Trainer down this road.
I'm Western Darren says we should totally do a third race for Adam's B-Day, even just for fun, no prizes.
It's up to Robin. I always leave it up to Robin.
Let's do a Battle Royale one.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't done a Battle Royale in a while.
If it's for my birthday, then y'all know that no one can target me. Wow.
Oh, wow. That was
lucky.
Some
ballsy shit right there. Gonna back up. David is in second place while I Am Beef Trainer's cruising down the track. No one has hopped the edge. There's some rocks that are falling off, though. I Am Beef Trainer's like just kind of cruising through, but moving kind of quick. I'm worried you're going to fall off the edge. Ares 22 is caught up. Merlin, 5-2DZ, and Sacred are all right there. Major Wolf's record-setting pace is kind of behind, but at the end is when things tend to shine. All right, I Am Beef Trainer is like zooming through this. However, there are roadblocks coming up.
Girl Panic says, customers who litter are the worst. It's bad when they leave their used gloves all over the shelves, too.
It's disgusting.
Does not picking up after your dog shit count as littering? Because I hate those people.
Yes,
Me
it does.
too.
And it's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I Am Beef Trainer still in the lead, but Major Wolf's Ghost Ball has caught up. See, this is where the bottleneck happened. Someone like the Scriptery got screwed over. There's also those plungers that launch people in the air. We got Glitch, David, and Awkward Artist Plays.
Oh.
Glitch almost made it back onto the track, but did not. David did make it back onto the track way far down along with Awkward Artist Plays, which is pretty awesome shortcut right there. I'm not going to lie. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom is also right behind. So now it's like a 3-dog race with David in the lead. Although Awkward Artist Plays is taking a shortcut on the top of that, but it looks like David has snuck through. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom was trying to catch up as well, but David is like well in the lead.
Glitch says, the hell, man, where's my gulag?
That's so funny.
My sister, oh my gosh, she gets so pissed because she can never
win the gulag.
And she was just, oh man, when she rages. But when we were watching her play, she wasn't aiming her gun, and we're like, aim your pistol, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, she wasn't aiming down the sights. That was funny.
Oh my fuck.
So now the Ghost Ball, along with David and Awkward Artist Plays, and now Ares 22 are just stuck. If those rocks would have cleared with Ares 22 moving that quick, Ares 22 would have just cruised to a victory. Everyone's going to catch up now. And Perlar, like I said, like when you cruise through at speed, Merlin falls off the side. Perlar got some speed up and might take this victory.
I'm going to win.
Robin's trying to ruin everything for everyone, and she succeeds like she always does. But Perlar comes in second. Congratulations. M. Meadows falls off the edge. Major Wolf comes in third. David fourth. Ares is fifth.
Merlin says, when I worked at Sonic, customers were throwing their peppermints out the window where my skating feet would find them and eat shit.
Dude, I'd be so pissed.
I pulled a Ron Swanson elbow piler for that one. Split my elbow down on concrete. That's awful. ASB Money says, I used to work at a movie rental store. You should have seen some of the horrible states people would leave the DVDs in when returning. Pieces of shit.
People are trash, man.
Yeah.
Scriptery falls off the edge in the end. And the last person to actually finish the track will be Sacred Infinity, but they didn't fall off. Congratulations to Robin Grace for ruining everything. However, Perlar, you are going to collect the prize while Robin moves up to 32 points on the season. Still in the lead is Cypher Dennick with 135 and 103 races. Still pretty impressive. So Perlar, email storytime@scarish.com and let us know a good mailing address for Robin to send you a sticker or piece of merchandise. All right. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Switching it back to the main camera while I get this thing all sorted. Perlar said, yay. Queet.
All right, so
there we go. Oh, motherfucker.
I was going to say, like, what about the Battle Royale, bro?
You could have reminded me before I closed the whole thing.
I was like, You're
doing your typical Robin thing.
I was like, does it take that long to set up Battle Royale?
Your typical Robin thing. We're like, I'm going to let him make the mistake. Then I'm going to criticize him for making it.
Woo Scariest said redeem a high five. Or not said, but they redeemed a high five. Your hair is nice.
Thank you. All right, Royale. Thank you. You got to pluck them after this. All right, type an exclamation point vote, then space, then the number that corresponds with the Marble Royale track you would like to battle in. I don't know the difference between any of them,
nope,
so it's just blind pick. It's not really going to matter, but we're going to go with it. So, exclamation point vote. Oh, fuck. There we go.
Okay. Beep boop bada. Can't wait for your new t-shirt to come in.
Ow.
Sorry.
She struck me.
Struck you again.
I like that people are voting for numbers way higher than are available. Oh, man. Tired. Waking up and like doing normal sleep schedule is rough because I haven't started going to bed as early as I need to.
Glitch says, I want to play Warzone with all three of you guys.
It's fun.
It's super fun.
I wish they had a 5-player mode so we can get Switch in there too.
Me too. I wish there was 5 players or more, like an 8-player party, so we could get all our friends to play at once.
I mean, you can do private matches, but you don't get to include like the public, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like Marble Royale 6 is going to take this one because a lot of people are tossing up a bunch of numbers that don't actually match up.
Aries says, I honestly choose a random number, and now I've been found out.
Lots of folks do.
I definitely do. I'm just like, what sounds good today? All right.
All right, exclamation point
Okay.
play if you would like to get in on this.
And then how do you shoot at people?
Exclamation point target, space, then their name.
Okay. Actually, Faison says, I mean, I'd be down for shooting at each other in Warzone. I'm so bad at that game, dude. Oh, my lord.
She's lying.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, did you guys do the multiplayer weekend where everyone played 6v6?
No.
I don't think so.
We did just Warzone because Warzone's free. And the weekend we did that, or when they downloaded it, there wasn't any other mode that was available to play but Warzone. All right, going to start the countdown at 40 seconds. You got some time to get in here. We only have 22 marbles right now. So some folks are opting out of doing the Battle Royale. Some folks might have left when I turned it off, which I can't blame them for because I forgot. You'll have to forgive my urgency. I kind of got to poop.
I got to pee. Race starts in da 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 da. We only have 26 marbles.
Yep, we sure do.
13th Doctor says, you can buy the 13th Doctor's coat at Hot Topic. I want Captain Jack Harkness's coat. That's the coat that I want.
It begins battle. All right, I'm not sure if it accepted my instructions on who I want targeted, but we'll find out here.
Let's see, where am I?
Yep, it did.
Do you have
Robin
to do
is targeting
or
Glitch
do you
Grim.
take off the at?
I didn't put the at, and it is targeting you, so I know it's working.
Cool.
ASB Bunny's already taken some damage. Looks like the scriptery is also targeting ASB Bunny. Who else has damage out there? Someone's like way far down already. I think it's Ash and Meow Meow. It is. Laura Ann's also kind of hurt. I'm kind of hurt. 52D's kind of hurt. Robin's almost dead.
What?
We can all rejoice about that.
No. Yeah, get away from everyone. I'm going after Liz.
Wow, you're targeting Liz. That's fucked up. David has eliminated Glitch. Vicious. You just missed the scriptery.
Coming after you, bitch.
13th Doctor is also really low. The only Spectral is really low. All right, Ares eliminates Major Wolf. The Robin Grace eliminates Girl Panic. The Robin Grace eliminates the scriptery. Ash and Meow Meow eliminates Actually Phase on Cypher Denick eliminates Robin. Meadows eliminates
I'm
Lucy.
dead. No. Dang it.
This is just a mess. Meadows eliminates Laura Ann. Ares eliminates the only Spectral. Cat Beatrix eliminates Ashley Meow Meow. Silly Snuggle Kid eliminates the 13th Doctor and Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I eliminated 52DZ. I did not. I didn't want to do that. I didn't tell it to do that. I apologize. David eliminates Meadows. IMB Trainer is targeting me. Not cool. I eliminated Woo Scaryish. We're in a top 10 now. Says I'm number 1. I don't know why. Must just be because it likes me. Who will go next?
Aries says, how am I eliminating people? Your ball's just targeting people.
You're just knocking into people. You can eliminate people without targeting them. IMB Trainer kills Radio Man. Ares eliminates Cat Beatrix. Will I have a birthday miracle? I don't think so, because I'm super fucking low. I eliminated Cypher Denick. IMB Trainer eliminates Ares 22. I eliminate ASB Bunny. Holy shit. Heal me. Hashtag heal. IMB trainers took a shot at me and missed.
Oh,
I
dang.
just jumped. Please go to get some heals. Please.
Where are the heals located?
I don't know. There has to be some.
Oh, you're dead.
IMB trainer kills me. Thanks. David's just jumping all around trying to kill people. He's also the only person with full health bar still. Lots of damage being doled out right there. Robin's apparently bored.
Sorry, I'm not bored. I'm reading the chat.
David eliminates Silly Snuggle Kid. There's only 3 people left. And the person with the most health, I believe, is David.
Maybe he's going to destroy everyone.
IMB Trainer has the lowest health.
13th Doctor says, who's your favorite doctor?
Matt Smith.
Mine's David Tennant. I love, love, love David Tennant. He's my fave.
Do you love him like a love song?
I love him like a love song, baby.
Queen Caffeine just got some heals and then got smashed by David. The heals kept you alive.
Where do the heals come from?
I don't know.
Cat Beatrix says, 10 is my doctor too. Woo woo. ASB Bunny also says David Tennant. He's just he's the cutie. I just love him. He's my fave.
Queen Caffeine misses David. David's going to get Queen Caffeine now. Wow. This is intense. David eliminates Iron Beef Trainer.
13th Doctor says, I love 10, 11, 12, and 13. We haven't watched the classic Doctor Who yet, so...
Congratulations, David. You are the winner.
We don't know if we'll like the classic ones better. Who knows?
Someone typed in exclamation point target David Tennant. That's awesome. All right, let's see the final results. David took the win, adds 10 points onto his total. And here's the rest. Cypherdenic went up to 136 on the season, which is pretty cool. He was definitely actively targeting folks, so it worked out pretty well. I am curious.
The only Spectral says, damn you, Aries, he says in dramatic movie voice. Those are emotes.
Okay, I was like, who the hell is Scary Sad Bear? And let's also try and see... Oh, the script read didn't target anyone, so cool. Good to know. All right.
Bunny says 9 is amazing too, very underrated. Yeah, I mean Christopher Eccleston.
He brought people back to it, without a doubt.
He did bring people back to it, but I think Billy Piper had a very big role in bringing people back to it too. You know?
It definitely increased when David Tennant showed up.
Oh my gosh, 13 Doctor says, "What do you think of furries?" I don't know. I like furries, all right.
What are furries? I make you explain it to me every single time.
Furries are like
people that dress up like furry animals.
Yeah.
Do they have to have sex with each other?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You know what? I'm whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, go for it.
All right.
So
I don't have a fursona though. Never made one of those.
Neither do I. Furious George. That's my name. I just made one up.
I just don't know how to.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Not that I'm knocking it. I'm weird. Okay, so that is all the emails we have for this episode of Storytime. Thank you so much to everyone who sent us one. If you have a story you would like to share with us, please email storytime@scarish.com or go to our website, scarish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can also go to any of our social medias and message us there. Facebook is facebook.com/scarishpodcast. Instagram is @scarishpodcast, and Twitter is @scarishpod. We hope to hear from you. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/scarishpodcast. Those are monthly donations. There's a whole bunch of different tiers you can check out. Right now, there is a discount till the end of the month if you become a patron for our Etsy shop. So head on over, check it out. Tiers start at $1. Can't hurt. And you can go to ko-fi.com/scarishpodcast. Those are one-time donations. All those donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup. Oh, your hair smells so good.
Oh, thank you.
And
I was whipping my hair around back and forth, so.
And and also go to our Etsy shop. Check out the new pins that are available for pre-order. They are going to be in my hands soon, and I'll get them mailed out as soon as I can. So check those out. I'm really excited for them. And yeah, head on over.
Indeed. Gonna mark this really fast. Hope you all like my new look. I'm gonna stick with it. Also, shout out to Cypherdenic who just donated 1,000 bits.
Thank you so much.
Want to give you a shout out before we turn off
A Ghost
the
and a
stream.
Witch redeemed a high five too. So your hair is so
awesome.
Yeah. You look like a beetle.
I want to hold your hand. Oh my god, there's like a spot. God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay.
Okay.
So that's everything we have for this episode of Storytime. Thank you so much to everyone who watched live and listened afterwards. We sincerely appreciate all of you. Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.